Shah Jahan was the fifth ruler of the Mughal dynasty. The Taj Mahal was built in the 17th century by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan to honor his third wife, Mumtaz Mahal, who died in childbirth. Taj Mahal is distinguished as the finest example of Mughal architecture, a blend of Indian, Persian, and Islamic styles. History of construction. The plans for the complex have been attributed to various architects of the period, though the chief architect was probably Ustad Ahmad Lahori, an Indian of Persian descent. The five principal elements of the complex, main gateway, garden, mosque, and mausoleum, were conceived and designed as a unified entity according to the tenets of Mughal building practice, which allowed no subsequent addition or alteration. More than 20,000 workers were employed from India, Persia, the Ottoman Empire, and Europe to complete the mausoleum itself by about 1638–39. The adjunct buildings were finished by 1643, and decoration work continued until at least 1647. In total, construction of the 42-acre complex spanned 22 years. A tradition relates that Shah Jahan originally intended to build another mausoleum across the river to house his own remains. That structure was to have been constructed of black marble, and it was to have been connected by a bridge to the Taj Mahal. He was deposed in 1658 by his son Aurangzeb, however, and was imprisoned for the rest of his life in Agra Fort. Secrets of the Taj Mahal. The most famous myth is probably false. According to a popular legend, Shah Jahan wanted desperately for the mausoleum to be an exquisite masterpiece without an equal. To ensure no one could recreate the Taj Mahal's beauty, Shah Jahan supposedly severed the hands and gouged the eyes of the artisans and craftsmen. Despite the prevalence of this gruesome tale, historians have found no evidence to support the story, though it does heighten the drama of the romantic tragedy. Both of the cenotaphs are empty. Inside the Taj Mahal, the cenotaphs honoring Mumtaz Mahal and Shah Jahan are enclosed in an 8-sided chamber ornamented with pietra dura and a marble lattice screen. But the gorgeous monuments are just for show. The real sarcophagi are in a quiet room below, at garden level. It's almost perfectly symmetrical. The Taj Mahal is the pinnacle of Mughal architecture, constructed with impeccable symmetry according to the doctrines of the period style. Minarets flank the domed tomb, and a central pool reflects the main building. The gardens, an earthly representation of paradise, are divided into quadrants, and twin red sandstone buildings give the mausoleum complex a balanced harmony. Shah Jahan's cenotaph is peculiarly positioned west of the central axis, throwing off the equilibrium. The odd placement has led many to believe he never meant to be buried there at all. The Taj gets regular facials. Age and pollution has taken a toll on the Taj Mahal's gleaming white marble facade, which has turned brownish-yellow under the sooty conditions. Occasionally, the monument is given a spa day. Specifically, a mud-pack facial called Multiani Mitti. This traditional recipe used by Indian women to restore radiance is applied, and then washed off with brushes, after which the Taj's blemishes vanish, and its glow returns. It changes color throughout the day. One of the allures of the Taj Mahal is its constantly changing hue. From dawn to dusk, the sun transforms the mausoleum. It may seem pearly gray and pale pink at sunrise, dazzling white at high noon, and an orange bronze when the sun sets. In the evenings, the Taj can appear translucent blue. Special tickets are even sold for full moon and eclipse viewings. A second, black marble Taj Mahal was being planned. Remember the haphazard placement of Shah Jahan's cenotaph? Local law says that Shah Jahan wanted to construct a shadow image across the Yamuna River, an identical, but opposite Taj Mahal hewn from black marble, where he would be entombed. It was said that construction came to a halt after Shah Jahan was deposed by his son, ironically, a child of Mumtaz Mahal, and imprisoned at the nearby Agra fort. Some historians have dismissed this story as folklore, too. 7 optical illusions can be spotted everywhere. The architects and craftsmen of the Taj Mahal were masters of proportions and tricks of the eye. When you first approach the main gate that frames the Taj, for example, the monument appears incredibly close and large. But as you get closer, it shrinks in size, exactly the opposite of what you'd expect. And although the minarets surrounding the tomb look perfectly upright, the towers actually lean outward, which serves both form and function. In addition to providing aesthetic balance, the pillars would crumble away from the main crypt in a disaster like an earthquake. 8. It was as much of a symbol of power as it was of love. Accounts have shown that, as a leader, Shah Jahan was more ruthless than romantic. For all its associations to devotion and ardor, the Taj was also a source of propaganda. The complex's ordered symmetry symbolizes absolute power, the perfection of Mughal leadership. And its grand scale and extravagance, crystal, lapis lazuli, Makrana marble, turquoise, only brought glory to Shah Jahan's reign. 9. Paradise on Earth. Entry to the Taj Mahal complex via the forecourt, which in the 16th century housed shops, and through a monumental gate of inlaid and highly decorated red sandstone made for a first impression of grand splendor and symmetry. Aligned along a long water channel through this gate is the Taj, set majestically on a raised platform on the north end. The rectangular complex runs roughly 1860 feet on the north-south axis, and 1,000 feet on the east-west axis. The white marble mausoleum is flanked on either side by identical buildings in red sandstone. One of these serves as a mosque, and the other, whose exact function is unknown, provides architectural balance. 1. The Gardens. Stretching in front of the Taj Mahal is a monumental Char Bagh garden. Typically, a Char Bagh was divided into 4 main quadrants, with a building, such as a pavilion or tomb, along its central axis. When viewed from the main gateway today, the Taj Mahal appears to deviate from this norm, as it is not centrally placed within the garden, but rather located at the end of a complex that is backed by the river, such as was found in other Mughal-era pleasure gardens.